Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy update week. I hope everybody is doing fine so far. I've got a little bit of a cold, but I still want to get Lumière Cogsworth. So let's grab the rose from Mr. Beast and head to the castle. I've done it twice so far, so on 2 of my German accounts, and I kind of know what's going on in the castle, and I think I will go with I'm not too sure about ghosts, because I'm trying to get all the different answers chosen in the German valleys, so that I know what all the different story parts are. So let's enter the beast's castle. And there is Lumière. Castle feels unwelcoming. Go find a servant to learn what's going on. Yeah, it does look a little bit spooky. All the mist and darkness. Kind of a Halloween touch. So let's go and find Lumière. Yes, you guessed correctly. It's no use making introductions in such shadowy circumstances. Could you lend me a hand to improve the surroundings? What do you need? A special fuel will help light the stone-cold hearth. I'm not sure. But my frozen body can hardly move. Please mix up some fireplace fuel and bring it back to me. I know that things are just around the corner here, and I'm still finding Easter eggs all around. Seems like I haven't been much in here since Easter. Let's use the stove and cook some fireplace fuel. Can I take those Easter eggs with me? Hello, Lumière again. Oops, I've got some things for you. Thank you, mon ami. Now we'll have some proper illumination and warmth. Ah, that is a vast improvement. I can see you better. Sacre bleu, who are you? What are you doing here? I've never seen you before in my life. You have, but you just don't remember. It's true, my memory is not what it once was, but still. I'm Soso, a friend of Belle. Ah, that would explain your thoughtfulness. Are you also acquainted with His Highness? Tall, furry, a bit rough around the edges? The very one. He sent me to check on you. He sounded very worried. Swallow, that's horrible. I've wanted to write, but I did not dare to search for ink and paper in the dark corridors. What's been going on in the castle? Just what you can see, or more precisely cannot see. The castle is wrapped in a persistent gloom and frosty chill. And there are strange happenings too. Objects disappearing or reappearing in odd places, sometimes even floating through the air. We servants can do little, but cower in the dark. Mrs. Potts is caring for the children in a safe place. Meanwhile, Cogsworth and I patrol the castle as best we can. When did all this start? Let me see. Ah, yes, it began shortly after His Highness and Mademoiselle Belle left. Perhaps that's for the best. I wouldn't have wanted the young lady to see the castle in this state. Do you have any idea why this is happening? None at all. There is no natural reason for this sudden darkness and cold. Of course, any castle may at times be naturally dark and draughty, but this sudden change is most unnatural. A supernatural perchance. Soso, there is one more thing, a most mysterious phenomenon, a painting that has been flying about the castle. Could you plausibly catch it? I'll do my best. Your best is all I can ask for. I go and catch the flying painting then. Maybe we can learn what's going on there. Bonne chance, mon ami. And let me pick you up. You may always depend on me to shed a little light on any situation. Oh, I don't have to talk to him. I have to hang the painting near the piano. Let's go back to... Oh, I can take the short way now. Great. More. And hanging the flying painting. So there is stuff here, a page and a box. Let's take those with me and return to Lumière. This time on the short path. Hey, Mr. Candle, I found some stuff. This appeared when I put the painting back in place. There's a locked box and what looks like a page from a book. Let us see. It says, hospitality is what makes a house a home. Neglected at your peril. First a painting flying about like a bird, and now we are receiving unsolicited and unnecessary advice. What could be happening? I don't know, but we shouldn't jump to conclusions about supernatural stuff. Of course, La Dame Blanche. Who or what is La Dame Blanche? You do not know? La Dame Blanche is a legend in this part of France. I first heard the story when I was very young. She once was a dedicated housekeeper attending a castle much like this one, so dedicated, in fact, that long after her passing she continued to haunt its halls. I never thought this castle could be haunted, but these recent events may mean it's more than possible. We are haunted by our very own La Dame Blanche. But what do you think, Soso? Do you believe in ghosts? I don't believe in ghosts. I respect your rational nature, my friend. After all, a difference of opinion may lead us to the truth. Right now, I'm more concerned about what's inside this box. It seems to be fastened by a triple lock. One would hope that means there are 3 keys to find. It's going to be hard searching in here with all this chaos. We should really tidy up. I agree. Come with me to the garden. I've seen some clutter there that could do someone a horrible injury. So let's go and find the garden, or the mess in the garden, to clean up. Yep, we've got some statues. It's worse than I thought. Those statues don't belong here. They give the garden a dark and foreboding feeling. If it's dark and foreboding, then you must enlighten the situation. I suppose I must. Well played, my friend. Clink, clink, clash. Did you hear that? I think it came from the middle of the garden. Deeper into the garden, then. If you could remove those statues, we shall proceed en garde. So let's remove a few of those. Kind of want to keep that one because it's not bothering me at all. So let's see. Got a few night thorns. I've barely started with the star path on this account. Just because I wasn't feeling quite well the past few days. I've got the first cold of the fall or winter season. Hello, Cogsworth. Thanks. Thank goodness I was stuck in there for ages. Thank you for liberating me. Wait, who are you? What are you doing in the castle? I'm Soso. I'm friends with Belle and His Highness. Oh dear, this isn't good. I assure you none of this is my fault. I don't care whose fault it is, it needs to be fixed. Yes, you're absolutely correct. Lumière and I will get straight to it. Wait, where is that confounded candelabrum? If he's not careful, he'll end up trapped somewhere too. Follow me. I found him earlier. Don't worry, Cogsworth. He is already being as useless as you think. What's wrong with this rock? Cogsworth, old friend, what happened to you? I won't get a nice angle. Maybe like this. Thank goodness you're safe, one of me. I was trying to patrol the garden when everything went dark. Kind Soso rescued me, and I suppose you were standing here twirling your wigs. Well, while you were just sitting there admiring the garden, I was attempting to rid the castle of a spectral visitor, Madame Blanche. That old ghost story, don't tell me you believe in that nonsense. Of course I do. This is more in the world than you can explain, Cogsworth, and I would never offend a ghost. But there is no ghost to offend. Then why are we finding pages of a book on home care as if she's trying to pass a message? We have an an enormous library. It doesn't surprise me that there are stray papers and books about. What do you think of all of this, Cecily? I think we need more evidence before deciding one way or the other. I cannot fault your caution. Whatever the reason, this castle is in shambles, and it's our responsibility to put it right. Agreed? Agreed. But watch out for the... Don't say it. Ghost. Let's talk to Cogsworth. There you are, Soso, ready to want this castle back into working order? Absolutely. Splendid. That's the ambitious spirit I like to see. I believe our first step should be the garden. It's an absolute shambles. It's looking pretty rough. That's putting it mildly. I barely know where to begin. Replanting the roses would be a good start. Where could I find some seeds? I'm afraid this is the first thorn in our side, if you pardon the wordplay. His Highness kept those valued seeds safe, but I don't know where. Wait, you want me to... let's go with you don't know everything about the castle. I know all that's possible to know, but I cannot know where His Highness has left objects precious to him. That's his own business, and I would never stick my nose in it. Then they're probably near his private rooms. I'll go and look for the rose seeds. Marvelous. We're not supposed to enter His Highness's quarters when he isn't present, but surely he will forgive a dear acquaintance such as you. Once you found the seeds, I would just suggest clearing the garden as best as you can before planting them. I would help, but gardening requires a bit more stature than I possess. I'll do my best, and I keep an eye out for keys to that mysterious lockbox we found as well. Yes, please. When we open it, perhaps we can finally put to rest this ridiculous ghost rumors. That's right. We can figure out what's really happening to this castle. Precisely. So let's go to the beast's room. Up here, and there is another chest here, which has the rose seeds. Let's put them up here and go back to the garden. Let's see what I need to clean up. This looks pretty clear, so let's remove all of that. A few more things here. Let's see what else can I find. There are a bunch of night thorns here. Let's remove all of those. And another rock here. And all of that. Kind of like so. And now let's start planting. One goes here. Another one goes here. third one goes here. And the last one. Let's talk to Cogsworth again. Something's wrong. Leaves are there, but there are no roses blooming. How can that be? Those seeds are of the highest quality, and your efforts to clear the garden were most effective. And the garden is already pretty damp. It must be something else. Maybe the soil? Of course, the soil must be exhausted. Fortunately, I know a treasured formula for rose fertilizer. Our roses won several of the top gardening competitions. I'll have you know. Why is it only good for roses? Because all flowers have their own particular needs. Soil acidity, nutrients, and even the source of water can affect their growth. Horticulture has a highly refined science. If you say so. Oh, I know so. Keeping the castle in fine order is my life's work. I'll help you by making this rose fertilizer then. Wonderful. Just gather the ingredients, mix them together, and add them to your watering can. They've put down a crafting bench here in the garden. Let's see. Rose fertilizer. All of those onto my watering can. Now let's water those rose bushes. Didn't reach it. No. Alright, I have to stand a bit off. Okay. Like so. And they are rainbow colored. They're pretty. The fertilizer recipe worked. Beyond even my grandest expectations. These roses are magnificent, if I may be so bold. Though, isn't it a little odd that they are rainbow colored? That is a tad unusual. I wonder what could have caused this phenomenon. I have no idea, but we really should put them on display. We most certainly should. My curiosity is piqued, however. In any case, these roses are far too lovely to let wilt. Let us display them in vases at once. So let's put those rainbow roses into the vases in the hall. All the way over here. Next to the painting we hung up earlier. And there is, oh, that's the wrong page. Here is another page and the key. Let's talk to Cogsworth. And Lumière. A fine job, Soso. Wait, is that a key? Yes, and there's a new page too. It says hard work brings rewards as bountiful as seeds sown in spring. Wise words. This instructive tome on home management is most useful. Unlike, say, a certain layout candelabrum I could mention. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that's the best I can get it. Layabout. I've been trying to solve a mystery. Look at these white petals. She's left us another clue. We just arranged flowers, you Lacadixial lantern. Of course there are flower petals about. But the roses aren't white, you overgrown pocket watch. Soso, after seeing this evidence, what do you conclude? Is there a ghost in the castle or not? Many odd things have happened so far. I'm really not sure. I'd just like to see what happens next. Then let us continue our efforts as though our fate was in our own hands, which it is. Like the page said, there's more hard work left to sow here before we can reap the rewards. We also have a second key, which means the third must be somewhere. True, we shall have to keep our eyes open for that. No napping for you then. And let's talk to Lumière again. Welcome back, mon ami. The castle is looking better already. I'm grateful for your assistance with these strange circumstances. I'm glad I can help. The castle is too beautiful to leave it in this condition. You are most kind, also courageous to lend a hand in a haunted castle. I don't think it's really haunted. Let me prove it to you. We have found pages from a book on home care, which implies that the rest of the book must be somewhere around. That would make sense, but what can we do about it? I know this castle like the back of my hand, while the back of my flame. I shall illuminate every bookshelf and search for this book. In the meantime, perhaps you continue restoring the castle by replacing some of the decor. Why don't we swap? You do the heavy lifting. If only I could. I'm simply doing what I can. Shining a light in dark places. What's the plan then? Please tidy up any decor items that are out of place while I search. Soon enough, I will find La Dame Blanche's book. Bell, book, and candle. The quest. Place the candle thing here. The line goes here. And the globe goes in the library. Let's see. There is another page and another key. Let's return to Lumière. I finished redecorating and found another key. There's another page too. How fascinating. What does the page say? It says If at first you haven't succeeded, then my advice you should have heeded. Sacre bleu, la Dame Blanche is mocking us. The book eludes us, but yet she sends us a page at a time. No luck finding the book on home care then? No, I've searched everywhere, and not a trace. Did you check under the sink? I've looked in every spot of the castle that I can. Wait, are there parts of the castle you can't search? Well, there's the west wing. His Highness' private rooms are there. I cannot possibly enter while he is away. Oh no, not the west wing. Come on, it's not that scary. It's not the west wing that's scary, but the reaction of His Highness to such an intrusion. Well, I don't think he'll mind if I check. Perhaps not. Thank you for taking that chance. Let us hope the book is indeed in the west wing. Let's see. Here it is. Return to the grand staircase. I found a broken book. I have the book, but it's in pretty bad shape. Oh no, this will not do. I dare not to open the book in its precarious condition. Can we never turn the page on this mystery, literally and figuratively, I mean? Can't you repair the book? Alas, while I can clean and serve, repair work is beyond my skills. I think I know somebody who could do. But who's understanding this kind of work? Belle, she loves books. I'm sure she's fixed some of them. But of course, why didn't I think of that? Wait, if you visit Mademoiselle Belle, you will see His Highness, and he might be very upset to learn what is happening here. I just tell him that you and Cogsworth have started a business renting out rooms to tourists. Sacre bleu, you must not joke about such things. I fear His Highness will not see the humor and believe it could be true. But please, do go see if Mademoiselle Belle can help repair the book, and give her and His Highness our best regards. Let's return to the valley and find Belle. And Beast Castle is on the middle. So let's go there. And talk to them. It's good to see you, Soso. I heard you were visiting the castle. You've been gone for a long time. Cogsworth and Lumière sent their regards. They've been a little busy. Busy with what? Nothing at all. Nothing. If they're doing nothing, they should have time to write me. You're right. I'll let them know that the next time I see them. Please don't be so hard on them. Lumière Cogsworth must be so bored now that you're away. Yes, and they found a book of advice on how to take care of the castle. I see. Oh, but it's badly damaged. I was hoping you knew how to fix it. All it takes is some patience and a little glue. Here, Mr. McDuck told me this. It's very handy for fixing books. Thank you, Belle. Please repair that book and tell Cogsworth and Lumière to study it well. I expect the castle to be in perfect shape. I was wondering, perhaps they could join us here in the valley. Your castle will be fine and they deserve a break. Well, maybe. They should really finish whatever they're doing first, though. I fixed the book and helped them do that. See you soon. Au revoir. Let's go and repair that book. Hallo Cindermilli. Schönen Sonntag. I've got a crafting station right here. Repair domestic manual. Let's do that and return to the castle. Dankeschön. Ich hoffe, dir geht's soweit gut. Lumière found something to put up the book, so let's talk to him. I've prepared the book on home care. It looks like the last chapter is a guest book too. As I suspected, La Dame Blanche thought of everything related to hospitality. While you were gone, I prepared this stand. La Dame Blanche will be pleased to see that we've taken care of her book. Now that the repairs are done, this book will look great on display. I agree, and the castle will be better, all the better for it. Please place the book on the stand so it can be properly displayed. Let's put the book here, and the last key has appeared. What did you find? A final key for the triple locked box. Bravo. Well, what are you waiting for? Don't just stand there. Open it up. And it's an invitation and a bag with a masquerade mask. Great, now I'm standing in the stand. Well done, what was inside the box? An invitation to a masquerade ball and a mask. Gifts from La Dame Blanche. Will you hush about that silly ghost story? We opened this book by restoring her book. Clearly, she has created this mystery for somebody to find. Nonsense, this could be a prank from someone previous inhabitant of this castle, or an unseen visitor. Exactly, a ghost. You know I didn't mean. Wait, Cecily, is something wrong? This invitation reminds me of something, but I can't quite remember. It feels magical, but also sad. I have a weird feeling about it. Cogsworth, what are we doing? We're sorry, Cecily. We never meant to upset you. Yes, my apologies. We've been sorely neglecting you. An invitation, a mask. Clearly, we must throw a masquerade, and Cecily will be a guest of honor. You're absolutely right. Never mind who put these trinkets here. We must host a masquerade for Soso. Now then, Soso, are you ready for the most magnificent masquerade party? There's a party in the castle, and the party is all for me. Precisely. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's much to do. Please find somewhere to sit while we prepare. Wait, you don't need my help? Of course not. This is our job as your hosts. Lumière and I, along with the castle staff, will prepare everything while you wait. This feels weird. But I don't mind helping a little. That's kind of you, but this is His Highness Castle, and you are our guest. Yes, but I'm a friend of the beast, I mean His Highness, and Belle too. It feels wrong not to help out. Fine, you can help, a little. What should I do? If you insist, would you kindly fetch the fine cutlery? It danced off a little while ago in the direction of the garden cellar. Then set the table. After that, perhaps you should check with Lumière. After all, our major shouldn't have some dining ideas. Let's go to the garden cellar. Ich fange jetzt aber auch langsam an, Party vorzubereiten. Ein bisschen. Ja, wenn du magst, kannst du noch kurz zuziehen. Oder ich ziehe gerade zu. So, ja. So, down here is a new storage where the fine cutlery is. And let's return to the hall. This goes here. And now the tables are set. Hello, Lumière. Do you need any help with preparing for the party? Of course not, Soso. I have everything under control. Then let me put it another way. Would you like some company? Ah, yes, I would appreciate that, my friend. Someone new to talk to would be quite refreshing. I shall allow you to help me just a little. One of the dishes I'm planning to serve for the party is a charcuterie board. I love charcuterie. As do I. One board can place so many different plates. You may locate the ingredients around the castle, then assemble them and place them on the table. I know that... Oh, here's a chest. Things are around here somewhere. I thought. Aren't the seafood things somewhere around here? Well, no, they were down here. Here. things are in the library? One cucumber, the butter, and some cheese. Let's also take this chest with me. Time to cook. And let's return to set the table, or to set the food on the table. Here we go. How are the party preparations going, Cogsworth? Splendidly. The table is set, the food is ready, but I can't help but think something is missing. Missing? Do we need more food? No. That's well taken care of. Thank you, Soso. I know, we should decorate. Of course, we must create a festive atmosphere. Let's see. Oh, some rose garlands would frame the dining room nicely. I'm sure I can make that. If you don't mind, that would be quite helpful. Just place them in the hall when you're done. Let's make the rose garlands. I think things are in the bag here. And the crafting station. I really hope that we get those as decor or as kind of decoration things at some point. I haven't tried, or I haven't looked into the quests yet. I only unlocked them so far and leveled them on the German account. At least I got another step thing done. So let's return to the hall. And place the garland. Bravo, Soso. That's a marvelous addition to the castle's decor. Thanks, Cogsworth. What's left to do? Only the most important task of all, celebrating. It's time for you to enjoy the masquerade ball. Put on your mask and come enjoy yourself. Let's go, party time! Well, if anyone knows the proper time for a party, it would be me. Great, if you don't mind, I take a picture to remember the moment. Take a picture? You have to ask His Highness, but he might have an unwanted painting that you could keep. No, I mean I have a device in my pocket that draws instant portraits. It's a new invention. Remarkable. I look forward to your demonstration. Let's put on the mask. And take a picture. They don't want to look in my direction. No, they are. Let's try it like So I don't want to stand in between of them. And party! There they went. I'm not sure why I'm not getting any speech bubbles. Let's leave the castle and re-enter. Maybe that helps. If not, I have to restart the game. Back to Beauty and the Beast. Now I've got the speech bubbles. We have done it once again, Cogsworth. No one can hold a candle to the events we host. Indeed, old friend. It's been such a long time since the castle has felt so welcoming. Everything is so much brighter. It's almost as if... Don't say it. Madame Blanche is pleased with us. You just had to, didn't you? Willst du kurz rascheln, dann raschel kurz.
Ja, aber dann muss ich dringend hier Müll mitnehmen, sorry.
Bis gleich. Alright, I just had to take a moment to get my cough under control and drink something. So, that's the downside on having a cold. I think I kind of sound funny, and I need to be aware of coughing. So, let's talk to Cogsworth and Lumière again. Thanks to your assistance, our masquerade was a grand success, and the castle has been restored to tip-top shape. Thanks, you two. It was a great party, but... Oh dear, you look upset. Is something on your mind? It's just that old invitation. It makes me feel sad and weird, like I missed out on something I can't quite remember. It's not your fault at all, though. I had fun at the party, but I hope you both had fun too. May we? We most certainly did. So now that the castle is restored, do you know what you want to do next? We should probably see if Mademoiselle Belle and His Highness are in need of our services. Where are they staying, Soso? Dreamlight Valley. I think you both love it. It's a village full of people who can't wait to meet you. How charming. Cogsworth, we must go to this valley. Even the name inspires me. It sounds like a place of adventure. But Mrs. Potts and the others will worry. I must let them know you're going, that we are going, no? I shall consider it. At present, my duties require my presence here. The Cogsworth alone are a frightful mess. But you go on, see what this new village is about, and bring our tidings and assurance to His Highness. That I will. Au revoir, mon capitaine. Lead the way, Soso. Well then, let's be sure to save, because I'm on Switch and seem to be crashy the last few days. My dream castle is gone. Oh well. Okay, it's back. A picture with the Lumière. I remember this place. It's amazing, mon ami. And you, Soso, my deepest apologies for not remembering your face. I'm sure you will remember more things now. The forgetting must have affected you in Cogsworth. It's all coming back to me. Before we left for the castle, you gave us something for safekeeping. A card of some word. Wait, no. The invitation from La Dame Blanche for the masquerade. Quick, show it to me. Yes, that's the invitation you gave us, but it has changed form. Fascinating. Wait, I can remember it now. I gave you this invitation because I couldn't bear to look at it. It just made me so upset to think about it, but it's clearly full of dreamlike magic and feelings. That's it. This magical invitation must have attracted Madame Blanche to the castle. Sorry, Lumière, I think this invitation was Madame Blanche. My negative emotions were haunting the castle. I cannot claim that I understand all of this, but if the haunting is done and we are reunited, all is well, no? I can't wait to see what kind of adventures we have together. Indeed, they shall be spectacular. Now let us go visit His Highness and Mademoiselle Belle. Let me save. And return to Beast's house. So if anyone is interested, I've started a Discord server a few months ago. It's still pretty small. It's mostly about Dreamlight Valley. And if you want, you can hop in there. It's in German, English, and French because I made it with another streamer friend of mine, and she's from France, so she's doing the French part, I'm doing the German part. Your Highness, Mademoiselle Belle, it's magnificent to see you both again. Oh, Lumière, we're so glad you could come and join us. Yes, welcome, it's good to have you here, but where is Cogsworth? Alas, he insisted on staying in the castle. He said he could not abandon his work. Oh, but he's missing out on so much. Can't you do something? I can't fault him for his dedication to his duty. That would set a poor example. What if you write him orders telling him to come here? If you tell him to leave the castle, he will. That's true. Fine, I shall write to him and direct him to come to the valley immediately. Cecily, will you bring him my letter? Of course I will. You have my thanks. Yes, thank you, Cecily, and thank you, Beast. Oh, Lumière, I can't wait to catch up. Yes, please tell me everything happening in the valley, mademoiselle. Just gonna be sure and save again. Safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. That's the right way to put it. And let's go and get Cogsworth. That was the wrong run. I don't even know which one I got. Oh, I went to Agrava. Not quite where I wanted to go. There you are, Cecily. How's Lumière doing in this valley of yours? He misses you already. Oh, really? Well, I don't miss him. We've gotten so much more done around here without his interference. You know, it's okay to admit you miss him. You can join him in the valley. Are you sure His Highness won't mind? Actually, I've got orders right here telling you to go there at once. Oh, my dears, why didn't you say so? I've already let Mrs. Potts and the others know that I might be going. We must depart post haste. And here comes Cogsworth. Cute picture with him, and let's talk to him. This place, I remember it like it was yesterday. How could it have slipped my mind? It was the forgetting, and don't worry, it affected me too. Well, even if there was a reason, Cecily, I'm truly sorry, though I'm glad we were able to celebrate together at the castle, despite it all. Oh, you seem upset. Was the masquerade not to your liking? Our party was great, but the invitation, it was a magical momentum. I've been looking for them for a while. The dreamlight magic in it is what caused the chaos in the castle. Yes, I remember when you gave it to us for safekeeping. You seemed melancholically at the time. I don't dare to pry, of course. I think this invitation was for a party too far away. I think we moved, or someone moved away from me. I'm sorry you have regrets, my friend, but you did receive the invitation, and you did attend a party, did you not? I guess, but it wasn't the same as the one I missed. It couldn't be. Times and people change. As a clock, I know that more than anyone. But the masquerade was just for you, to show how you are admired. Isn't that something to cherish? I think I have to think about it. Take your time. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. Come on now, we must go and see Lumière, His Highness, and Mademoiselle Belle. Don't dawdle. Let's go Let's save and then go around here. Good thing I have them in the valley still, because I was thinking about moving them to the jungle. Oh really, Belle wouldn't get her position up here. Okay. Cogsworth, you've arrived. And just in time, I presume, Your Highness, Mademoiselle Belle. It's good to see you again. Oh, Cogsworth, I've missed you so much. It feels like I haven't seen you in ages. Cogsworth, Lumière has told me nothing of what happened when Soso visited. Soso, will you tell us what happened back in the castle? The castle was dark and strange. Things were happening. Paintings flew around. The garden was in shambles, and pages of household advice were appearing out of nowhere. Lumière and I thought it was a ghost called Madame Blanche, but then I realized it was something else. It was dreamlight magic from an all-party invitation I'd given to Cogsworth and Lumière for safekeeping. This strange momentum caused weird things to happen that looked like a haunting. I'm sorry for all the trouble, really. That sounds alarming, yet quite fascinating. I'd love to hear more about it later. I'm sure it was an accident, Soso. I'm just glad no one was harmed. Lumière, Cogsworth, we're so glad you're here, and thank you, Soso. You've brought us all back together. It was a pleasure. Cogsworth and Lumière, Belle and I have discussed this matter. You must stay here in our home. Thank you, Your Highness, and we shall do our best to serve you here. Of course. Would you like a cup of tea? Shall I do some dusting? No, you don't understand. I don't need servants here. Somehow the valley is different. Soso has shown me many wonderful things. I wouldn't want you to miss out on them. Do you really mean it? Soso, is it true? I think you deserve a break after all the hard work you've done. How magnanimous of you. I'm not sure about that word. Thank you so much, Your Highness, and to you too, Soso. But well, what do we do now? You heard him. Whatever you like. Let's have an adventure then, shall we? Starting with investigating those white pelts over there. White pelts? Oh no, don't you dare to start that ghost nonsense again. Of course not. I'm sure Lumière will get up to completely different nonsense now. Don't encourage him. Well, I do what I would do in this valley. Let's go shopping and see if I get a few new things in Scrooge's. Let's start with the main valley. See if there's something new. And there is the vase with the rainbow roses. Let's take those and see if I get something else. I've got all of that. Let's see. In Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale, if I get a few new things there. So let's save and go over to Eternity Isle. Let's see if there's something new over here. That's nothing new. Those things. Kind of funny to see the bright and the dusty hanging light. Nothing new here. Let's see if there's something new over on Eternity and on Storybook Vale. Eternity Isle. Just been on Eternity Isle. In the bind. Let's see. One last shop and then I'm gonna wrap up a stream for today, and I'm not sure yet when the next stream on here will be. More likely to stream on Twitch in German because it's taking less energy from me than English stream. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch as well to see me maybe build art quests or stuff in German, feel free to check out that link. And I've got the wooden book stand, which kind of looks quite golden, honestly. And let's see if there's something else. Doesn't look like it. So that's it for today. I've found Lumière Cogsworth. It's gonna take about an hour and 15 minutes if you know what you're doing. Thanks to everybody who came by, lurking, chatting. I really appreciate every one of you, and see you next time. Bye bye.